With their randomly generated levels, steep difficulty walls, and huge replayability, roguelikes have become a force to be reckoned with in indie gaming. From space age blockade running to dungeons and caves, we're going to break down a few of our favourites and give you some idea of where to start if you want to get into the genre. The original Rogue sent players diving through ever deeper dungeons in search of the Amulet of Yendor way back in 1980. Every dungeon was new and different, and the charm of that unpredictability stuck. It might look a little more modern, but the Binding of Isaac Rebirth is one game that stuck to that dungeoneering tradition. Some will argue that a roguelike has to involve turn-based combat, and a whole bunch of other specific features to qualify for the genre. But even as a twin-stick, top-down shooter, The Binding of Isaac deserves a solid place on our list. Why? Because it's awesome? There are hundreds of items to collect, dozens of bosses to beat, and a huge collection of challenges, achievements, and secrets to keep you playing for months. What's more, it lets you use your tears to defeat zombies. It forces you to beat the horsemen of the apocalypse so you can steal their hobby horses. It offers you the unique opportunity to be a laser-firing flying demon. If those three features aren't enough to convince you that this is a game worth your time, then you just don't like fun. Next up, Rogue Legacy. A game about your legacy, which borrows from the legacy of Rogue, and you can be a rogue in it. Even if the game wasn't great, that'd be a great name. Happily though, Rogue Legacy kicks butt. It's side-scrolling, fireball-dodging fare with an emphasis on slowly building up the power of your family, you guessed it, your family legacy, sending stronger and stronger heroes into the labyrinthine Castle Hampson to slay bosses and loot gold. From forests to underground caves, you'll be learning how to deal with a colourful roster of enemies and navigate traps with double jumps, dashes, and a host of other tricks. Just don't pick the champions with vertigo. Defined as a roguelike, FTL proves that you don't have to be a fan of swords and sorcery to enjoy the genre. This tactical spaceship simulator is all about slow, smart fights, and the hunt to make your ship a little bit better, a little bit stronger, all in the hopes of beating the game's single, impossibly hard boss, the Rebel flagship. It's arguably the most upsetting of all the games we'll talk about here, as more investment can go into a single playthrough, leaving you wailing in despair when your perfect ship falls prey to an onboard fire or unlucky asteroid storm. It's a lot less pick up and play than most roguelikes, but FTL has perhaps the most to give back to a dedicated player, and the most tricks to learn. Spelunky is a roguelike option for someone with less time on their hands. It's also the only game we're talking about here that lets you pretend to be Indiana Jones, so that's a plus. Spelunky gives its players a series of caves of increasing difficulty to plunder for gold. Despite quick, accessible gameplay, endless spike traps and piranha pools mean it's no easy option. It's also got the best multiplayer support of any roguelike we've played, allowing 4 players to take on a cave at once. And if your teammates leave you to be eaten by a spider, you can turn into a ghost and spook them off cliffs, so that's another welcome feature. Whether you have 5 minutes to steal some gems, or want to spend hours raiding spaceships, roguelikes have something for you. There are plenty of other great titles out there too, so don't think we've even scratched the surface. No matter what sort of gamer you call yourself, you need to give roguelikes a try, hard as they can be. Trust us, it's worth the difficulty.
This video has been brought to you by Jinx TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and check out these other videos. Also, if you want to see more of our shows, check out our website, jinx.tv.